Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Saturday, December 7th, and we are here trying to help you make better or less bad or more considered financial decisions. If there's something going on in your life, a big change, then get in touch with us. By the way, maybe it doesn't have to be a big change. Maybe it's a small change. Maybe it's a little thing that's been nagging at you. Let us know. Go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us that note. That's the email we receive. If you would like to join us on the air live, check the box, and Mark will do everything else. It's really easy, and we love having you on the air with us live. Now, while you're on the website, don't forget, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. It comes out every single Friday. And I'm making a big push. I think that for the holiday season, it is time for you to either buy a gift for yourself or buy a gift for someone else. Let's start with you. Why don't you subscribe to the Jill on Money live service? For $35, that's about the smallest gift you're going to buy yourself this season, you will have access to 4 quarterly live webinars over the next 12 months, as well as the back catalog of the webinars we have conducted to date. Now, you want to buy something for someone else? How about the Great Money Reset? You know, that's my book. And it's a perfect gift for somebody who is looking at making some changes in their own lives. So all of that is on our website, jillonmoney.com. Right now, let's talk to Anthony, who's on the line from New York. Hello, Anthony. How are you?
I'm fine, Jill. How are you?
Great. What can we do for you, sir?
Well, I had taken a early retirement package that was offered to me. They call it early retirement, but after 33 years, I don't know how early that actually is. But I wasn't actually ready to retire, but the numbers seemed to have worked, and so I took the package. And I also took a lump sum pension option, and now I'm responsible for obviously growing that and turning that into maybe a monthly income at some point. And I'm a bit worried.
The weird thing about the pension option is one of the reasons that often I'll say to people like, well, do you feel comfortable managing the money? Because it is a pressure point, right, of creating that stream of income. What was the lump sum pension amount, Anthony?
Well, the actual pension amount that I received was $926,000.
Wow. And so is that now in an IRA rollover account?
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything else in that IRA rollover now?
Yes. I also received some deferred comp and some severance money, which totaled an additional $435,000.
But that's not in retirement assets, right?
Well, they had given it to me as a deferred compensation, so I did roll it over. I was told I could roll it over into that same.
Oh, so the 926 now has 400 something thousand as well?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so what's the total amount in the IRA rollover?
$1,361,000.
I like that you gave me the extra 1,000. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Up. How about, so what's in cash in terms of just cash on hand for you?
Okay. Well, as far as the rest of the, I have some more deferred money.
Oh,
too.
let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
So I have a 401k. My 401k has about $871,000. And my wife has a TDA. She's retired school teacher. She has a TDA of approximately $340,000.
And does she receive a pension? Because you said she was a school teacher.
Yes, yeah. Her pension is $60,000.
Wow, that's good.
Yes.
She was a New York State teacher.
Well, she worked in New York City. Yes.
So she gets health care also, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's great. That's a big piece, right? Okay. Yes. So now we have the 1.361 in your IRA rollover. Your old 401k 871, wife's tax deferred annuity 340,000. What other assets do you have out there?
Okay, so that's all the deferred money, and then just in cash, which is really basically cash as far as money markets, say things like that. 1.271.
That's a ton of money. So you have cash and you have the rollover money. Is the rollover invested yet or not?
No, I rolled it over somewhere in mid-January, and it's just sitting there.
But your 401k and your wife's TDA are both invested, right?
401k is somewhat invested in the market. There is a cash component of that too, or money, government securities, I guess you would call it. The TDA, she earns 7% guaranteed on that.
It's the New York City plan. It's
Yes.
amazing. It's the
Yes.
guarantee. Okay, so that's good. So you've got that. What's with you guys? You got total wimps? Like you don't like to invest? What's going on?
No, I actually had built most of it up from the market over the years, but somewhere along the line, I can't really pinpoint where, became very conservative and kind of just moved it all over and never went back in again. So now, like I said, my idea is to grow the deferred money because I really don't have to touch it for another 10, 11 years, whatever.
Yeah.
At this point.
How much do you guys need to live on? I mean, you've got this 60 grand from your wife's pension. What else do you need?
Total monthly living expenses total somewhere around maybe a little over $8,000. I try to budget 10 just, to have a cushion. But the half of that $8,000 or even more is actually just housing costs. So we're also considering maybe downsizing at some point.
How much is your house worth?
Depends on where you look, but I would say about 1.1 million.
How much of a mortgage remains on it?
537,000.
But if you sold it, where would you go? I mean, do you have kids or grown kids or,
I have kids. Yes, I have kids and grandkids, two adult children with grandkids, and I have a 21-year-old that's still living with us, working full time. So, yeah, I do have to basically stay in the area to be around the children and grandchildren. I don't want to.
Could you actually downsize if you really wanted to? In other words, if you said, hey, you know what? I'm done with this house. I'm sick of taking care of it, blowing it out. Could you find something, for 600 grand that you would be happy in?
I've been searching around, and that was the plan to do something along those lines. I haven't really seen anything that seems interesting that I would be happy in. So I don't have to get out of here at any set point in time, so I can continue to look. And who knows what the market's going to do, and maybe it'll be in a better position at some point.
Mm-hmm. So what's the game plan right now? Is it that you've got the pension, you pull money out of cash to support you guys, and then when you're both eligible for Social Security, or you wait till you're 70, I don't know what, and then you grab your Social Security, and then will that be enough for you? It seems like it would be pretty close, right?
Yeah, I think so, but right now, I wasn't really ready to take that retirement package, but I did because the numbers seem to work in my favor. So I'm still trying to do some work between now and whenever.
Yeah, but theoretically, just so let's say you don't find work. This money that's in cash has already been taxed. So to some extent, there's this beautiful moment where I look at the numbers and it's like, well, if you pulled 60 grand out of that every year for 10 years, you're all set. How old are you? You said 61, 60? 61. So for 9 years, if you did 9 times 60 grand a year, you don't even half of it's gone, maybe not even. And then you claim Social Security and you're done and you're good. There's another component to the story, which you wrote to us about. And I want you to share that with the listeners because I think that's important.
Absolutely. Yeah. About 10 years ago, I found out that I inherited, in finger quotes, a mutant gene that just predisposes me to cancer. It gives me a higher risk than somebody my age normally. Now, I'm very healthy right now, and doesn't mean I'm going to get cancer, but just raises my risk substantially. So my thought that's what made me take the retirement package and take the lump sum. The theory being that if I had taken a regular pension and if I had died, my wife would get half. At least this way, if we invest it wisely, and if something happens to me then, and I do die before, the not too distant future, at least she gets the benefit of the entire amount, plus whatever it's grown.
Right. I think that makes a lot of sense. I really do. And I'm sorry you have that. It's sort of like a weird cloud that's hanging over, but it's not like a thing this minute, but you have to consider it. So I think you made the right decision on the lump sum. Do you feel like you need some help? Do you feel like you would benefit from working with someone to kind of help you get this money invested, or do you want to do it yourself? It's really, and no judgment anyway, because I feel like there's a lot going on here for you guys.
I think I need somebody just for a psychological push to be comfortable investing it. But yeah, I think I could probably, if it's just going to be in various mutual funds, I could do that myself. But I think I need psychological confidence to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do it, especially when there's other stuff going on. And like you said, like you feeling a little bit skittish, and that's okay because there's a whole host of reasons why people like you would feel skittish. And, you know how to accumulate. It's hard to now like be on the hook for this. So I think this could be a situation where having a fiduciary advisor would be helpful for you in in a few different ways. Number one, like having a real cash management strategy where you might just say like, well, I am going to need some of this money in cash. I do need it to live my life for the next however many years. I know that I have the tax deferred annuity that is set at 7%, but the other monies that's, more than, $2 million that you really need to have some strategy with that. And probably you're never going to use it all, and thank God. Right. But there's a responsibility that I know you must feel to you and your wife and your kids to like get this done the right way. So, Mark, I think that we should give Anthony a name or two of someone who can help him and the family out and be willing to pay the price for that. Like it's going to cost you some money, but I think for you, it's peace of mind more than anything else. And you need someone who's going to kind of hold your hand through this period and give you the strategy. And I think it'll make you feel better to have the strategy. I think that will give you the most comfort than anything else. It's not just like, oh, I want to pull the trigger and get this money invested, but it's that like, okay, wait, I have a strategy and I'm executing the strategy, whether it's monthly, whether it's half of it goes in right now, or whether we build a short-term bond ladder with the cash or whatever, but that you have the ability to have some game plan that you guys can execute and that you feel comfortable with that. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, of course, because I'm a complete freaking nudge, do you have your estate documents done?
Yes.
All right. If you'd like to come on the air with us, it's so easy. Just go to JillOnMoney.com and click the Contact Us button. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Please leave a rating and review wherever you listen. And of course, lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.